Is everyone finished?
Yes.
Good. Now, who could do all the words? Raise your hand. Okay. Who could not do one? Who could not do two? Who could not do three? Who could not do four? Okay, that's all of you actually. Now, what you are doing is you're trying to remember the words and to put them into
Context.
the context. What does con mean?
Con is with.
What does text mean?
Word.
No, not word. Full sentence. Answer in a full sentence, please.
Text means writing.
Text means writing. So you look at the word with the other writing in context, with the other words around it. So, what I want you to do is turn over your book. Pick up your piece of paper and get your checking pen. And Ethan, I want you to start reading.
The telegraph is a machine that was used to send coded messages from one place to another.
So what is the word? The word is? Telegraph. Now, who can tell me how are a telegraph and a telephone similar? How are they the same? Is Vincent?
I think they're the same because they both help people send messages.
They both help people send messages. Send and receive. How are they different?
One is by talking and one is by typing.
Okay, the telegraph is a typed out message and the telephone is a spoken message. Okay, not necessarily message, but then you can just have a conversation with somebody. But it's information that is being passed on. What else about the telegraph? Did you know that the message on a telegraph arrives in code? It's a coded message. So they have to have someone who knows what the code means. Understand? Why do you think it's in code? Yes.
It's important.
Well, a telephone call can be important and you don't talk in code. Oh, unless maybe you're a spy. But think of what situation, what kind of situation would people be in, or would a country be in, where they need their messages to be in code?
During a war.
During a war. Because they don't want the enemy to know what the message says, right? Understand? Now, carry on, Vera.
Alaska is a snowy place. Wind can blow the snow into large drifts or piles. Some of these drifts can be very high.
Who got the word drifts?
Yeah.
Do you all know what drifts mean?
Yes.
Hey, you do. So, tell me, can you use, first of all, what must every sentence have? Quickly, this is review.
A subject and a verb.
A subject and a predicate. A subject plus a predicate. And the subject is always a? What part of speech?
Noun.
A noun. Good. What are all the different nouns? Quickly.
Proper nouns.
Proper nouns.
Common nouns.
Common nouns. Pronouns.
Collective nouns.
Collective nouns. Give me an example of a collective noun. Quickly. Give me an example of a collective noun.
A fish.
An example.
An example of collective noun is a school of fish.
So what is the collective noun?
School.
Right. Give me an example of a common noun. No. Of a proper noun. Common noun is too easy.
Teacher.
An example. Proper sentence.
Example of a proper noun.
Good.
Is teacher and a
Did you hear what you did? You weren't flexible. He started with America is an example of a proper noun. And you didn't change. You stuck to an example of a proper noun is. We can start that sentence in two ways. You understand? You know that. Of course you know that. So you know all your nouns. Now what does the predicate usually always begin with?
Verb.
Verb plus other words. That is the predicate. Quickly spell predicate.
P-R-E
use the word drifts as a noun? Who can put the word drifts into a sentence and use it as a noun? And then I'm going to ask you to use it as a verb. So actually, when you're ready, raise your hand and tell me whether you're using drifts as a noun or whether you're using drifts as a verb.
Yeah.